What do you mean by jump statements? What does jump statements include? What are the examples of each jump statement? Let's try to understand these topics in our today's video. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Link Frequency and I'm Aishwarya Pattar. This video is part of a course that is C Programming for Absolute Beginners 2022. So without any further delay, let's get started. Jump statements are the type of control statements that is used to interrupt the normal flow of the program. These are the statements through which we can transfer the control anywhere in the program. It is usually used to terminate loops and switch case instantly. Jump statements in C include break, continue, go to, and return. Let's understand each of them individually. The first type is break statement. Break statements are used in loops to terminate the execution whenever it is encountered. It is used in loops and switch case to bypass the rest of the statement and take the control to the end of the loop. One point to remember is if the break statement is used in nested loops, then it only terminates the inner loop wherever it is used and not any of the outer loops. The keyword used here is break. The second type is continue statement. Continue statement is opposite to that of break statement. Instead of terminating the loop, it forces to execute the next iteration of the loop. When the continue statement is executed, then the code inside the loop following the continue statement will be skipped and the next iteration will start. The keyword used here is continue. The third type is Goto statement. Goto statement is also known as unconditional jump statement that is used to jump from one point to another within a function. Here, the programmer needs to specify the label or an identifier with the Goto statement. As shown on the screen, you can see the example for Goto statement. The label indicates the location in the program where the control jumps. The keyword used here is Goto. The last type is return statement. Return statement is usually used at the end of the function to end or terminate it with or without a value. Return statement takes the control from the calling function back to the main function. As discussed in our earlier videos, the function declared with void type will return no value. The keyword used here is return. Let's understand each of the jump statements individually. Moving ahead with break statement. In the break statement, let's try to figure out in different scenarios. The first scenario would be using while statement. On the screen, you can see break with while statement. Here again, we are going to take the input from the user and then as per the while syntax, the code is written. And inside the while condition, you can see there is an if statement. If our number value is equal to 3, then we are going to use the break statement and come out of the loop and then execute the next statements in the program. Now, let me run this test code to understand the results. I'll give the value 3. So you can see when it came inside the while loop, that is 3 is less than 6, and then it checks for the if condition. That is 3 is equal to 3. So it is satisfied and then immediately executes the inside statement, that is break. So it again comes out of the loop and finally it executes this printf statement. Now let me rerun this code with another value. I'll give value now as 4. So you can see with value 4, the while loop is getting executed twice, and once the execution is completed, then it comes out of the loop and then executes the next statement in the program. Now let us take one more scenario, break statement with for loop. Again in this scenario, we are going to take the example wherein we are going to take the input from the user and as per the for loop syntax, the code is written. Inside the for loop, we have one more check, that is if the number is equal to 2, then we are going to use the break statement, that is come out of the loop instantly. And now let me run this code for an example. I'll give the value 2. So here you can see with the value 2, it enters the for loop and the first printf statement is executed. And since our number is equal to 3, it executes the break statement. And once it comes out of the loop, it executes the next printf statement which is there in the program. Now I'll rerun the code for another value. Now I'll give value 4. So if you see the example here, value 4 is less than 5, so it enters the loop and executes the printf statement. And for the next iteration, it becomes value 5, so 5 is not less than 5. is not a valid statement, so it comes out of the loop immediately and executes the next statement in the program. So this is how we use break statement to immediately terminate the loop. There is one more instance where we can see the usage of break statement, that is switch conditions. In our previous video, we had already seen an example with days of a week. So in this example, you can see the switch condition is used along with a break statement. Now, let me run the code to check the results. I'll give value 5. So with the value 5, you can see the results, it is Thursday. So it just prints the value whatever there in the statement, and once that statement is completed, it has a break statement. So immediately it comes out of that loop, and this is how the break statement works. Moving on to the next type, that is continue statement. The screen represents the example of continue statement. Here you can see the input is taken from the user for num, and we are using a for loop here to demonstrate the example. So inside the for loop you have a check. If I equal to 2, then we are going to use the continue statement, and then there are normal printf statements. So what happens here is whenever the program encounters a value equal to 2, then since we have a continue statement, it will not execute that part of statement, rather it jumps on to execute the next iteration of the program. Now let me run this code so that you have a clear idea. I'll give value 1. So if you see the results, when I gave value 1, it was valid, so it executed this printf statement. And for the next iteration, the value of I was 2, which again it entered this if condition. Since it was 2, there was a continue statement. Rather than executing the statement, it just skipped that statement and went on for the third iteration. So you can see the third iteration being represented here, and the fourth iteration. And lastly, it comes out of the loop, and finally it executes the printf statement which was there in the program towards the end. So this is how you can use continue statement to skip few statements wherever required in the program. Now let's move ahead to understand Goto with an example. The screen represents the example wherein again we are taking the input from the user, and again we are using the same for loop check. Here what we are doing is, you can see here, if I equal to 2, we have a Goto statement with a label, that is check statement. Whenever this label is encountered, it jumps to that particular location and the statement inside that will be executed. Let me run this code so that you have a clear idea about this. Now I'll give value 2. So if you see here, since 2 is less than 5, it is a valid statement, so it enters the for loop, and then it executes the first printf statement. And then since we had given value 2, it is satisfying the if condition and enters inside, and inside there is a check statement. So immediately, rather than going to the next printf statement, it jumps to a location wherever there is a check statement, that is here, and it executes the printf statement which is just below that. So you can see the results accordingly. Now to understand it even more better, let me run this same code with some different values. Now I'll give the value 3. So if you see here, our value of the number is 3. So it enters the loop, executes these two statements. Here you can see with the value given 3, this particular printf, that is statement to validate the check, is getting executed. So this part of the code is for value 3, and the next part of the code is for value 4 after the increment. And next, once the increment happens that it becomes 5, 5 is less than 5, it's not a valid statement, it immediately comes out of the loop, and finally what happens, the printf statement which is towards the end of the program is getting executed. So this is how the Goto statement works. Moving ahead, let's understand how does written statement work. The screen represents the example of written statement. Here we are using area of circle to understand it better. We are going to take input from the user for the radius. And then you can see result equal to area of circle. We are calling the function and we are passing the value of the radius. So when the function is called, immediately the control is jumped to that function definition. So it comes here, and inside function definition, it does all the necessary calculations, and once the calculation is done, whatever value is there, it returns that value back to the main function. And finally, using printf, we are going to display the value. So here you can see the difference. Here the written statement written area of circle is returning a value, and in the main function the written 0 is returning a 0 value. And point to remember here is, if our function is of void type, then the written statement will not return anything. Let me run this code for a better understanding. Now I'll give the value as 2. So you can see area of circle is 12.56. So usually we use these written statements at the end of the function. In our today's video, we saw about how jump statements work and what are the examples of jump statements. For any queries, you can surely comment down below in the comment section, and your queries will be answered as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you could enjoy the video content. Consider subscribing to our channel link frequency, and also don't forget to share our videos across all your connections. Until we meet on our next video, happy learning. Tune yourself to make a difference.